What's up guys, welcome back to the TK Tech video, and these are Soundpeats' new Air 3 Deluxe earphones. Now, thanks Soundpeats for sending these over. These is probably, I think, one of their highest end, if not their highest end model that they have at the moment for wireless earbuds. In general, Soundpeats create more budget friendly wireless earphones, but these cost around $50 right now on Amazon. You can probably get it a bit cheaper as well, there's some deals. I've created loads of videos about wireless earphones. This is the second one from Soundpeats that I'm reviewing, and I'm on a mission to find the right balance of cost effectiveness basically. What is the minimum amount you should spend on earphones to get a good experience? Now, quickly looking at the box, you can see they've highlighted some key features. So as you can see, there's a 14.2mm driver. I think the Apple AirPods Pro 2 still have like an 11mm driver. So this is actually even bigger than that. It's got a 20-hour playtime, which is great, and it's got a dual mic for noise cancellation. Now this is the noise cancellation that you can get to remove basically the ambient sound when you're on like a phone call. So there are two major downfalls when it comes to budget earphones. The first one is obviously the sound quality. The ones I've actually had experience testing, they sound okay, as in you can hear the music, you can hear people talking to you if you're on a call. If you're watching like a movie or like a TV show, they're fine. But when it comes to music, you might not enjoy it as much if you're using these budget earphones. That's a big sacrifice that you have to be willing to accept. The second thing, and to me this is more important, the second thing with budget earphones is that they never sound good on call. I've not found a single pair of budget earphones, and by budget earphones I mean the $20, $30, $40 mark, where they actually sound good on call. The two areas that they've really emphasized here is their high resolution lossless sound quality that they've got with high fidelity, and their dual microphones. So I'm expecting these to sound much better than other ones that I've previously tried. Even the other ones from Soundpeats, they sounded meh. There actually is something that they've not mentioned on the box, but I think is really important, and they've called it game mode. So you should get a lower latency sound transmission, so they're saying 60 milliseconds. Alright, so let's get into it. Ooh, okay. So they're kind of still following the same design language as before. In fact, I've got these ones. So these are the ones that I reviewed last time from Soundpeats, and they are like little in-ear buns. So they have this rubber tip, and obviously that's different to what these are like. So still following this design language with the grey accent, and okay. Inside we have manuals and stuff. We'll look at those in a sec, and I'm guessing this one is the charger. So I think we've moved away from expecting micro USB anymore. Everyone uses, even budget devices, they're all using USB Type-C, which is really good to see. The good thing about USB Type-C is obviously it's universal, so I don't even have to use this cable. I'll just use my phone charger cable to charge this. Alright, so let's have a quick look inside. Ooh, okay. Wow. Oh, I was not expecting for it to look this good. I don't know if you can tell, but this is matte black. So this matte black finish with these gold accents really make this stand out. I actually really like this shape. I actually really like the design of this. So as you can see, these types of earphones are the ones that kind of just sit in your ear. They're more comfortable. They don't cause like any like that pressure feeling sensation that you might get with the rubber tips. And you can see on it, each one has a set of two microphones, one just beneath the S emblem, and then one right at the bottom. And like they've said, that's to help with the noise cancellation and to remove the ambient sound that people might hear when you're on a phone call. Alright guys, this is the audio quality of these earphones. This is what the microphone is picking up. Let me know if it's muffled, scratchy, staticky. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's clear. And hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying. What I'm going to do though, is I'm going to put some ambient sound on. So let me think. Let me turn on the microwave, and let's see if you guys can hear the microwave sound. It's quite a loud sound. So if I'm talking, does the noise cancellation work? Can you hear the background microwave fan? If not, that's great. If you can, I'll probably be okay with it, as long as you can still pick up what I'm saying. So let's put this back in. This is a charging case of it. It's not too big. In fact, it's quite a bit thinner than these Soundpeats ones. Thinner though does make it easy to slip in the pocket, and so I do like a more compact design However, I don't want to compromise on battery, so something like these ones. These are the Lenovo ones. These are really compact. Look how small it is in comparison. But obviously you suffer with the battery life here. So having a good middle ground for me is preferable because I don't want to keep charging it up. Alright, so there's not really much else to talk in terms of the design. Let's connect them with my phone and let's see how they actually sound. Now, it's difficult to kind of show you guys how the audio quality sounds because obviously it depends on my microphone and it depends on the speakers that you're using. I've put them in my ears, I've had a quick listen to them, and they sound much richer, much more full than any of the other budget earphones that I've tried so far, which is really good to hear. Now, obviously this is more expensive, it's $50, but you can hear the difference, and that's the key point here. You're spending more money, but you can hear the difference, which I think is worth it. There's less distortion, the high ends don't sound tinny, and the low end is much more present. What I'm going to do, because I've got these earphones from the same company, these are about, I think this is like $30, so you can say about $20 cheaper. I'm going to put both of them to the microphone and let's just see if you guys can notice the difference. So, now, these actually have quite a loud volume as well. Just let me know if you can hear an actual difference in the quality of the sound. Alright, so let's test out some of the functionality of it. The reason I have to hold it like this is because I've just realised that it actually has a sensor on this side that detects whether or not it's in your ear. So if I let go, i.e. this simulates it going out your ear, it automatically pauses, and if I put it back in my ear, it carries on playing. This is a feature you'll see mainly on more high-end earphones, so it's really interesting to see it here at this price range. What I like about this as well is it's got a very sensitive, but not overly sensitive, touchpad here, capacitive area, which is obviously marked by the gold emblem. So as you'd expect, double tapping, pauses it, plays, and if I just tap it once on this side, I can increase the volume. But on this side it will lower the volume. That's quite straightforward. You'll see the same kind of features on those wireless earphones. What I do want to test now is the game mode. Now, like I said, I really want to see what this low latency, 60 milliseconds kind of sounds like, and this game mode that they're talking about. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get this microphone and I'm going to put it right up close to the earphones, and we're going to see the extent of the lag, because I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a lag. But let's see the extent of the lag with the game mode on and the game mode off. Okay, so let's find a quiet place. And this is with game mode off. Ooh. See, there was a bit of a lag between when you expect to hear a sound and then when the actual sound happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on game mode, which I think is 3 presses.
Game mode.
Let's see if now this 60 millisecond latency is actually any difference. Let me just go somewhere where I'm not going to get shot. Oh, they were in the way. Alright, so. Let's try throwing this. Remember, we're looking at the difference between actually when you expect to hear the sound and when the sound actually happens. There's still a bit of a delay, I'm not going to lie. There's still too much of a delay for me to want to be able to play with these earphones on. And just to be fair, I'm going to show you how it should sound. So I'm going to turn off Bluetooth. And you can see that actually it's instantaneous. The video matches exactly the audio. So unfortunately, I was looking really forward to this kind of feature here, seeing if I could actually use these it looks like I'm gonna have to pass on the game mode part of it. Otherwise, everything else is still really, really good. But unfortunately, the latency for this kind of gaming, at least for these, the latency is just a bit too long. Anyway, guys, that's my quick unboxing and review of the Soundpeats Air 3 Delux HS. I'm really impressed with these. I'm probably going to actually use these daily for now. Check these guys out. It's not a sponsor. They've just sent me these, but have not paid me to do this video. I do hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you in the next TK Tech video.